We just kind of jumped into
How do we start? How do we start the episode?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it could be this. It could be us trying to figure out how to start the episode.
Yeah, a little Seinfeld-esque.
A little bit, yeah. How's this episode start?
I mean, I don't know. I've only had half a cocktail, so like those things don't come easily to me.
Have a chocolate. Maybe you'll think of something.
They're too far away.
What did you bring?
They're Rolos.
Oh my God, I haven't had a Rolo in like an eternity. I was
one of my favorite candies.
Really? What got you
don't
into
like a Rolo?
No. Never really got into Rolo. They're up there with like Werthers. They remind me of just like old people.
I love a Werther's.
We have talked about the Werthers.
An original old people hard candy.
It is
yum.
It's like if you reach into an old person's pocket, they're gonna have Werthers in there.
So good. I grew up with my grandparents.
Also,
what do you expect?
Reach into an old person's pocket. That's kind of creepy.
I mean, the way I'm going these days, you know.
But if you do, just say looking for a Werther's.
And they're going to be like, it's in the other pocket, son.
What? No one puts it in the right pocket. That goes in the left.
Stupid.
It's like European housing construction. Like the restrooms for the small restrooms were always the first door on the right, so people could come to your home to use the restroom. It was always there. The Werthers always go in the left pocket, so you know where to reach.
You know that's where I'm going to carry all my candy from now on.
Yeah, left pocket. So if you see Jerome on the streets, grab the left pocket.
Please.
Cut a hole in that pocket.
I'm dead. That's how you start an episode. Welcome to Food Strip.
Welcome to episode.
Who cares?
I don't fucking care anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have we counted?
What is it, like 5? I don't know.
I think we've done. Yeah, this is our second episode. Welcome back.
Hey, here we are.
Could you believe we'd make it this far? I think we're into double digits, actually.
No.
So I think we stopped right before double digits.
I think we were on like 7 or 8. Yeah.
And the episode cadence, should we talk about this? Because we're clearly not going every other week now.
Yeah.
So what's it going to be? Is it going to be just as you record them, you get episodes, good luck? Should we be discussing this during the episode? I think it's a good time to discuss it.
No, of course it's a good time to discuss. Open and honest. I'm not quite sure how
honestly, I feel like it's going to be like, we're going to not just like release them one day after the other.
No.
We'll space them out when we record them. But
I also
don't
don't
expect
like to
some
be,
form of regularity because...
I don't really like to be on a schedule.
I was going to say I'm not a regular person, but that can be taken... I'm pretty regular. If I can say, I'm pretty regular.
I would like to be more regular.
Yeah. I mean, I could use more fiber. We all could.
Same. Cracklin' Oat Bran. Here it comes.
Oh my gosh. Or what's that? What was that super fibery cereal? It was just like Bran Squares. Do you remember that cereal?
Yeah. Is that not Cracklin' Oat Bran?
Is that what?
That's exactly what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
Either that or I get you a can of fucking Metamucil.
Oh my gosh. Just pour that in your coffee in the morning.
How do you know I don't?
Oh my gosh.
Excuse
Merry
me.
Christmas. When I was a kid, my mom would let me pick pretty much any cereal that I wanted.
Yeah.
Secondary story, there were some ones that were off limits, like the Fruit Loops. The ones that were advertised as just sugar cereals, I couldn't pick. But I could pick any other cereal I wanted. And so I didn't know. I would always pick the cereals based upon the fruit that was displayed as a part of the cereal.
I cannot.
And my mom would always say, Jack, the fruit's
it's not a thing.
But I'm like, Mom, it's on the box.
It's the color.
So the strawberries are in the cereal. And she's like, if you want, we can get strawberries to put in the cereal. I'm like, no, I want this cereal because it has bananas or strawberries in it.
Of course you were. Yeah.
And so I think one time I saw the box of Cracklin' Oat Bran, which the only way you can eat that stuff is with other things in it.
No. I used to eat it dry. I used to take it to school.
And she's like, okay.
Shut up.
Knew.
Shut up.
And of course, I open it up and there's no fresh banana or strawberries in this cereal.
Stupid fuck. I cannot.
And I did not finish that box.
Of course you didn't.
That's so branny.
I did.
It's
I
so
love that
brandy.
shit.
Now, the
I
funny thing
still
about
love it.
this was the number one cereal in our household was Frosted Flakes.
Oh, come on now. Frosted Flake. Yeah.
Now, remember I said I couldn't have the Lucky Charms or the Fruit Loops.
Oh, who wants Lucky Charms? Oh, nobody wants those
because of the
anyway.
sugar content, right?
Right, a Frosted Flake.
Frosted Flakes is double
Yeah.
of all of those cereals.
Of course it is.
It's why it's the best. It's why the milk in the bowl after you have Frosted Flakes
is great, right? Yeah, it is.
That's what Tony Tiger's talking about. We're going to distill some milk through the Frosted Flakes box.
I've been sitting on that since we started talking about cereal. I was ready.
It was ready. Yeah. Perfect.
Do you remember grape nuts since we're on?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you eat just grape nuts and milk or just grape nuts?
No, grape nuts and milk. Never. You don't just eat a handful of grape nuts. What the fuck? Do you want teeth left or what? No, but I would let it get soggy.
Driving over some logs. No, Jerome's eating grape nuts without milk.
Ew. No, I would let them get soggy. It was like my favorite. Oh my gosh, a grape nut. Do they still make those?
I'm sure they do. Oh
my gosh.
No, I like so Frosted Flakes were the go-to.
Yeah.
I would also do, I grew up loving raisins. So I know some people aren't, but there was a raisin nut.
Face I'm making
there was
right
raisin
now.
nut brand.
Disgust.
So it wasn't Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran I didn't really like.
Yeah, you had to have the nut, right?
Well,
got it.
Had to have the nuts.
Yeah.
Nuts are an important part of your raisins. But the reason why is because the raisins were like coated in like some type of a nut coating. Yep.
Why? Don't make this too easy for me. Please don't.
So I was Frosted Flakes, Raisin Nut Bran, and
Frosted Flakes, Raisin Bran with the nut coating.
Raisin Nut Bran.
Right.
And Frosted Shredded Mini Wheats.
Oh, a mini wheat?
The Mini Wheats.
With vanilla soy milk?
Anything. You can eat those dry. You can eat those with any type of milk. You can put them over like in a yogurt.
And the mini? Have you had the mini ones?
The mini
ones.
The
tiny.
The Mini Wheats were the best ones. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I accidentally bought a box of shredded wheats. The non-frosted, big ones. The ones that are like basically having a piece of toast in a bowl.
Talk about old people.
And I was like, what?
Ew.
I poured it out. Thunk, thunk, thunk. It's like breaking the bowl as it's landing. It's like, oh my gosh.
You might as well pour a bowl of raisins in it.
I mean, I loved raisins.
Why? What is it about a raisin?
Know. Because I grew out of it. Grew way out of it. But I love, like, my great grandma was amazing. She made all of the best foods for me.
Okay.
She would make homemade pigs in a blanket.
Great.
Oh, love. Hell yes.
Yeah, love. Okay.
Every time she saw me, I got an angel food cake because she made it and I said, I love this. So therefore, till the day she couldn't bake anymore, I always got angel food cake.
You know the best part of the angel food cake is what's left over in the pan.
And you scrape the crusty part, that brown on the outside. I have a square angel food cake pan.
No. Let's not get crazy. Square.
It's a square.
No.
Because you get around that corner.
Just that corner right there?
Corner.
I was about to tell you to fuck off, but I think this might be good. You have to
have the corner.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
When are you making angel food cake then?
When are you going to be over here next? Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, so yeah, that's great.
Oh, shoot, I can do tomorrow. But she would also make oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oh God.
Which I hate today.
Oh, my nightmare.
Can't stand them.
Oh.
But I loved them as a kid. And I would come over there and she would have those and
now I'm going to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, sorry.
Gross.
I know, right?
Not your great grandmother. She's lovely.
Yes. Grandma Jo was amazing.
But
yeah.
Raisins?
I love
makes me
them.
think differently of you.
I know, but I grew out of it.
Okay, good.
As most things that are childish.
Okay, we're back.
I grew out of the raisins. I forget why I'm telling this story.
We were talking about cereal.
I know.
And you like the nut coating on your raisins.
I loved it. You got to coat your nuts.
Ain't that the truth? It's been a minute. Okay, so back to Food Strip. Here we are.
Did we go to a restaurant?
Here we are. We are on episode, I don't know, and who cares, right? But we are going to a lovely little, I don't want to say hole in the wall because that's not what it was.
It's a Chinatown restaurant, okay? That describes it. It's a Chinatown restaurant.
Right. So a hole in the wall.
A hole in the wall. in the middle of 19 other restaurants.
Right. It was very odd. It was
hard to find.
A little bit, yeah. Well, I kept missing the turn, so like that's my
even
fault.
When we knew we're in the right section, it's like, where is it? Because it's 00, but the logo was 2 zeros. That's what you have to look for. This is rated as
you found this
rated as the best pizza joint in Vegas.
Because spoiler alert, it was.
Oh my!
It was so good.
It was restaurant, so but I mean. So it's in Chinatown. So it's got sort of that small restaurant vibe. There's maybe 8 tables here.
Yeah, I didn't even really know what I was walking into. No. I was like, here we go.
Itty bitty little place.
Pizza in Chinatown.
They've got basically on one side you've got tables, on the other side of this thin, like New York style restaurant where it's super thin. Mm-hmm. One side is the bar into then where they're making the pizzas. There's no back. Everything is there. So you can see
Yeah, you're right.
And the other side is that where you sit. And the corner in the very back is their coal-fired oven. That's where
just
the magic happens.
Oven. That's it. That's all we've got.
And you're probably thinking, oh, well, it's one oven, but it's probably one of those giant industrial sized. Like, no, I've seen. Not everybody has these, but sometimes you meet people that have like, oh, I've got a coal-fired pizza oven thing built in my outside.
Yeah,
it was about that size.
It was that size.
And in fact, we were told, well. Other people are coming in. They can only do one pizza at a time, so get your order in soon if you want to get in before everybody else.
And I would suggest you order 2 to 3 pizzas because they all come out one at a time and they're meant to share. Right?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those places that you order and you eat as the food arrives. You'll be happy with whatever comes out.
Yeah.
But so we sat down and honestly, I mean, look, I don't have anything good or bad to say about the service. The service was just fine.
Oh, I don't think anything was bad.
Nothing special about it being.
No.
It's this small little place, so you're not going to get extra special service. You had one person kind of waiting all the 8 tables, and they would come by. Do you need anything? Do you need more?
It's very straightforward. It's very simple here.
Very simple.
They give you a couple instructions, and they're like, "I'll be back."
Yeah, be prepared to eat the pizzas as they come out.
Right.
Get them in before everybody else who just walked in came out.
Which I kind of like.
I really appreciate that they did
because I was slightly hungover that day. And I can't remember why. I think we did something.
Was this after our brunch? This was the day after our brunch.
Oh, fuck.
So we did a brunch.
We'll get to that episode.
And then we did a brunch. Then Jerome and I, because we were at the Strip, were like, let's go walk around.
Let's make a day.
In fact, let's go get those bao buns.
Oh my gosh. We'll talk about it. We'll get to it.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
And so there was, needless to say, a lot of walking and drinking on the Strip.
So that's
and
why
the next day we woke up and went to
to
00.
Yeah, but not until like 4:00.
It was later.
Yeah, it was.
It was later in the day.
It was later. Yeah.
I mean, I was fine, but lightweight over here.
Fuck off. Are you kidding me? Come on, lightweight.
I mean, drink some water.
Come on,
Jeez.
Water.
Yeah.
Not when there's drinks
Gatorade.
present. Are you kidding me?
But yeah, so we sat down. Drinks. What did we order? You've got the menu on you. We ordered a couple
I do have
of
the
drinks.
menu. Okay, so you ordered, I can't even say it because it grosses me
I had the
out.
Negroni.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah. Because it was, it's a very Italian vibe in there. I'm like, yes, let's get the Negroni.
Give me a Negroni.
And
you said it was great.
If you like a Negroni, if you don't like a Negroni, don't order it. Okay.
I don't.
If you like a Negroni, they make their cocktails right here. Okay.
Yeah, they do. The cocktails were fine. There was a regular Negroni. There was like a golden Negroni.
I got the regular, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I just got their regular
You
Negroni.
did, and then we've got the mezcal. Boo.
I mean, that's the thing. Look,
No,
mezcal's
fine.
been around forever, but all of a sudden, people in our generation have decided that they want to drink mezcal all the time. And I want to disown. Can I cut our generation in half and say the younger part is a different part? Because
I'll agree
the younger
with that.
millennials,
I'll agree. I mean,
respect your elder millennials here, okay? And cut out with the mezcal.
Elder
Can we just
millennial?
stop it?
Oh no, that's also going on a T-shirt. Oh gosh. And then I had the Yukio Fizz, which was gin, rosemary, lime, and blood orange ginger beer.
Ginger beer.
Yeah,
that's right. I talked you into that because I'm like,
because
I love a ginger beer.
You know, I'm not really into a ginger beer.
You're not. I don't know. Why did you listen to me because you were hungover? You got to stop doing that.
That would be correct.
Yep.
Yeah, I did, because I was like, none of these sound great. And honestly, if I touch vodka or anything else to these lips.
What were you drinking the day before?
Okay, well, we were drinking a lot of things. I think I started out with a margarita.
You started with a margarita.
You don't remember that at brunch?
I forgot about that.
I had 2 margaritas at brunch.
Oh, and then
I got one to go.
And then you switched to whiskey.
And then we went to whiskey.
You went to a whiskey place.
And
so
then
you were all over the place.
And then I had vodka, but it was a vodka gin mix. Remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Remember because we watched the same episode of How to Drink.
That was the first time we went.
It was.
That was the first time we went. We had the Vesper martinis, not the second time we went.
Okay, wait, no. So then when we were at Aria, I didn't switch from whiskey.
I
kept drinking whiskey. And then remember on our walk back, both of us couldn't finish our cocktails because they were awful.
That's right.
So we threw them away at Mandalay Bay.
That's right.
Right. Anyway.
You're remembering a lot more of this than I did.
I digress.
But
anyway.
But, I mean, how was your... My Negroni was delicious. How was your fizz ginger beer?
Yeah, it was great. It was fine.
I mean,
it was fine. Is that what I want?
This is coming from someone who would never in his right mind order a ginger beer cocktail.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And gin on top of it. So, like, I really shot myself in the foot.
Everything about that.
So don't listen to me.
Cocktail.
It totally.
And you said it was okay.
All of these on the menu would be a Jack cocktail. Yeah. So, I mean, I really had nowhere to go from there. So,
I see that.
But it was fine.
Order something custom, right?
I could have, but it's customary to order something that's on the menu, right?
We got to try something on the menu. Got to go in the episode saying how was the menu.
And
cocktails.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't
your thing.
No,
but I liked mine.
Not at all.
They made the
it was
Negroni right.
I mean,
which is actually can I say
yes,
it's a disgusting cocktail to most people, right? But it's also very easy to make wrong because you're using such contrasting liqueurs.
It's such potent liqueurs.
Very potent.
Like,
if you overdo the Campari, if you overdo the vermouth, it's just nasty.
It's a fucking slap in the face. Is what it is.
But it can be done right. It can be done where it's still a slap in the face, but you still can enjoy the flavors.
Yeah, I've had yours. You make them great.
It's not. I get it. That's fine. But they did it right here. They did it right at the restaurant.
And they do have a lot of Japanese whiskey, which is, it's a big thing at the moment.
If you were in your right frame of mind, you would have ordered Japanese whiskey, old fashioned, and would have been
totally. I totally should have done that.
Yeah,
100%.
But okay,
all right.
But previous day affecting you aside, we're like the appetizer was something. It was like a pickled plate.
It's called olives and things. And so if you go...
Olives, that's right.
If you go, you must have the olives and things.
If you like olives and you like
marinated
pickled
olives, peppers, lemon pickles, and Parmesan cheese. I mean...
It was so... Oh, that's right. They just had the chunks
of Parmesan cheese. It was so... Everything was pickled. It was great.
I mean, it wasn't cheap olives either. It wasn't like out of a can. It was like... Nice.
No. Ooh. And like the appetizers are like, they range anywhere from like $7 to $10. So
you can get your typical pizza place, appetizers as well. But we're like, well, we're going to get a giant oven circle of carbs. Let's get something non-carb related.
Right. And it was good. It
was
paid
so
off.
Good.
It paid off.
Because we had that, and then we had like an arugula based salad.
Yeah.
That I mean, I could honestly go back.
It was the enchilada.
I'm not going to skip the pizza. Spoilers. But I could just get this salad that we had.
Arugula, sherry vinaigrette, pistachio pesto.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
I've never had pistachio pesto before.
Neither have I.
I never even thought that's a thing you can do.
No. Sun-dried tomatoes, balsamic reduction, croutons, and fresh mozzarella cheese. It was fucking delish.
It was gone.
I could have had another one. Gone. I could have had one on my own.
Yeah, we split this.
Totally.
Could have had the entire thing.
And here we go again. The salad was only $7. Like, come on.
It was only $7?
It was only $7.
I mean, compared to other places, some other places that we've been, it
was pretty amazing. It was good.
Skip Summerlin, go to Chinatown. Okay. You're close enough. Let's just
you're close
hop,
enough.
Hop, skip, and a jump down the road here.
You are close enough,
Yep.
I guess. But I mean, I think that. Why did we pick that? I think it was just like. It was there. It was just. I don't think anything else really sounded that great, to be honest.
No, I
with
needed
you.
something.
Yeah, I needed something
everything else
fresh.
sounded heavy.
Yeah, I
that
needed
sounded
something
fresh.
We had already had the pickle. Like, there's a lot of pickled stuff
Yeah,
on this menu, which is fine because I love that.
Yeah, yep.
But we just had all of those.
We just had all of them. Let's get
things.
salad. Yeah. And then the pizzas. We ordered 2 pizzas. Now we got them in like as per requested because big parties come in. So we ordered our 2 pizzas,
Which were
so we had a
the
pesto
margarita.
something.
Yeah, it was just called
It's
pesto.
called pesto.
White sauce, tomato, balsamic glaze, basil, and the pistachio pesto.
Right. We had that and the
Fucking
margarita.
amazing.
Yes. Now I'm not normally give me a different sauce on a pizza
Same.
person.
I don't like a white. I do like a white sauce, but I have to be in the mood for it.
And then right.
And you did give me a side eye when I was like, "Let's get the pesto."
I
You
did.
were
I'm like,
"What the-"
do we want to go
You-
non-red
you were
sauce?
like, really? And I
Really?
was like,
Like, okay,
Yeah.
let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah. That was the pesto was so good.
"Oh my gosh, it was so good." And also, we were trying to stay away from the meat of it all,
Yep.
right? You know,
Which you could have and it would have been fine.
no, totally. No, you did tell me that, but I didn't.
Look, a pizza's about primarily the crust and the sauce.
Totally.
Everything else is distracting you from the pizza.
And that is partially the reason we went, because the article that you
Talked
sent
about the
me,
crust.
it talked about the crust, and then
They
I
said the
was
chef
assuming-
spent, I remember how many iterations he did before he
Right,
found the crust that
right.
he liked. We're like, great, if he's focusing on the crust, let's go.
And if this was a proper podcast, I would tell you who the chef is, but can't tell you.
I
that.
guess you can look
Sorry
it up.
about it. Yeah.
Is your Google broken?
Yeah, Google. It's always broken. Are you kidding?
I mean, I could probably.
I'm sure
look
you
it
can
up here.
find
Let's see
it,
here.
but the tables, let's see, they were all like super close together. I did kind of feel like I was in everybody's conversation, but I feel like that's part of the charm of the restaurant. It was dark, and we all know that this game needs soft light. So it was lovely. Drinks were good. I mean, it was a good experience all the way around. I mean, hungover and all, I still had a great time. We got there, I think, right when it opened, right?
Yes,
And so-
actually we did because we had heard this place gets busy, so like let's go right when it opens.
And so there were two other.
there was already people there.
Yeah, there were 2
and
other
then it
tables
filled
there.
up right away. Like it
As soon as we got our appetizers, I think it was full.
was full.
Yeah.
and so go early.
Did we? You can't make a reservation, can you?
No,
No.
that was part of it too. We knew we
Yeah.
were going to just have to stand in line.
Yeah.
and I wasn't about to. It was. Remember, it was warm in October.
It was extremely warm.
And so
it
I wasn't
was.
going to stand outside in Chinatown
Yeah, it was.
waiting for a table.
Agreed.
But that was look, I would go back.
100%.
Heartbeat, right?
Yeah.
If I'm wanting a good pizza. Now, I do have to say this, right? My favorite pizza is a New York style pizza, which is more of it's your bigger pie, your bigger slices, a little
We're
bit thinner,
folding in
et cetera.
half. We're doing
Kind of
all
folding
the
in
things,
half,
right?
And that's more of it. And so I like that. This was not that style. This
No.
was more of a
It was bougie. It was a bougie.
more of a like a California style pizza, right?
I
With
thought you were going to say California Pizza Kitchen, and I
No.
was going to lose my
California
mind.
style pizza.
Okay, great.
Which is more of the like burnt crust,
Yeah.
coal oven.
It was rustic.
more
right?
rustic, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it wasn't all about the crust. It wasn't like a thick crust, but it was
wasn't
still
give me a
just
slice.
different. It was just a different style. If you look at pictures, you'll kind of see exactly what I mean. Like it's your coal-fired oven type of a pizza. So
It was
I
so
would
good.
I would definitely go back.
I would
It's
take-
definitely.
Anybody that comes to visit me.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody
If you
that
want some
wants to
good
go, I will definitely. It's kind of a hidden gem.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It's not what you expect going to Chinatown either, right? No. Then again, I have seen restaurants like that pop up. Like you drive through Chinatown, you'll see not noodle restaurants, right?
Oh, of course, of course. But
Usually, it's,
if I'm going to Chinatown, I want noodles.
I'm getting noodles.
I want rice.
right?
I want, I want the thing.
Especially from Henderson, driving that far for me. Like I'm going. If I'm going to drive across the strip, And I'm going to Chinatown just because I want noodles right now.
I know. It's not even that far. It's like 20 minutes.
It's so
and we're all like,
not.
oh,
I can't believe I drove that far.
Oh my gosh, I have to drive all the way across the strip.
But there is that thing about I've got to cross the strip. It's like, oh.
Yeah, because it's awful. Yeah. I do like the strip. I do like the strip.
Yeah.
But once you live here, it's like, no, wrong.
Yeah. I mean, the last time I was there was October. The night before we went to this restaurant. I've not been on the strip since.
Did Ryan come after that or before? He came. He did come before that?
I think so.
He did.
Yes.
I think.
Definitively. I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I can't
definitely
remember.
maybe.
That's such a good song. Definitely maybe.
Definitely maybe. I think the last time I was on the strip was the day before 00.
October?
Was in October. Yeah. So, I mean, you just don't go all that often, right?
No. I mean, I don't. How do you explain it? It's just not.
It's our touristy area, right?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Before I moved here, I was all about it. I was like,
sure.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to stay on the strip.
Which is the reason why everyone, when they hear about me living here, they're like, oh, how often are you on the strip?
Never.
And I'm like, how often do you go to the Empire State Building?
True, though, right?
It's not a thing you do all that often.
Yeah.
The difference is, at least from when I moved here about 10 years ago to now, 10 years ago, the strip was just full of celebrity chef piece of shit restaurants.
Yeah.
Or really, really expensive restaurants you're only going to go to because you won or because you're on an expense budget.
Yeah, there was no in between.
There was no in between. And so there was no reason really to go. Now there's been a resurgence, as we've seen, of restaurants on the strip, places we've been to that are, this is actually affordable, relatively speaking.
Well, relatively. Well, what's affordable anymore? But
I mean, heck, we're going to off-strip restaurants that are ridiculously expensive too. So
true.
They're on par with what you get elsewhere now. Not all of them, but we are seeing more of those now.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot more of them are hidden, right? It's not so much about the celebrity chef anymore.
Yes.
It's like, where can I actually get some good food?
Right.
So, I mean, we're getting there.
Which is good.
No offense to Gordon Ramsay. Call me 555. 555. That's a sexy man.
His restaurants are fine.
His restaurants are fine.
He's no Guy Fieri restaurant.
Although I did go to Guy Fieri.
I mean, Laughlin.
Oh my. Now we have to have a Laughlin
We have to talk
episode.
About the Guy Fieri Laughlin restaurant.
The Guy Fieri of it all. Him and his frosted tips. Okay? Let's just leave it there.
I mean,
where did I go? I went Gordon Ramsay. Steak.
The steakhouse. It's a lovely steakhouse.
It was so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so good.
It was so
I have been there.
Fucking good. And my sidecar was impeccable.
Okay, that's why you think it was good, was the sidecar.
It was impeccable. It was so good. My steak, wait, did I have steak? Yeah, my steak was good. It was so good. And then I got the bill and I was like, what?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. I can't eat for the next month.
Can I do dishes instead? Like, is that still a thing we can do?
Almost. It was nuts, but it was worth it because it was so good. That food was so fucking good. It was good.
That's it. There are some that are, and a good amount of the celebrity chef restaurants are not anymore just the chef lending their name to the restaurant. Like they're actually involved in the creative process. They're actually involved in the menu.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing a better balance of both, which is great. Which is great. Now, I'd rather find the cheaper, non-strip restaurant like 00, right? Where it's, I can go back. Yeah, it's a $20 pie, but I mean,
but it's quality.
It's a quality,
but it's quality.
The appetizers and drinks are well priced, and you can have a good night without spending.
It was prepared differently, Right. It's not necessarily the quality of the ingredients. It's somebody did that, right? He did that with his hands. He perfected that.
I mean, it's fun that you can sit there and watch them making pies too while you're sitting there, because
it's
making
really cool.
them right there, and they're throwing them right in the oven, and and it's it's a lovely atmosphere.
00, do it.
Definitely check it out. Definitely
it gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
Right.
So Jerome, what's next?
What's next? We are going. Border Grill.
We were going to have Becky back with us.
Oh
now.
my gosh. Border Grill is coming up. What other restaurant? Where are we going? Holidays are over. Now we have to get back on the game.
We got to get back on looking at
right?
restaurants.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming back. I'm assuming you will. Like maybe the downloads will be at 0 now that we've come back and people taking a break.
I mean, I think it's going to be a rough transition from no video, but you guys,
you know what?
The content is still the same.
I sound a lot better than I look.
Same,
I mean,
brother.
come on.
I just told you I need soft light and those cameras. We were doing that in the daytime.
Oh,
yikes!
With the extra lighting
I
and
think I
everything.
did one in a tank top too. So sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I had my Donald Duck pajama pants.
Okay, look.
This is my favorite episode. Go back and watch episode 3 and 4, okay?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
you
good.
guys, if you want to see me on video on YouTube in my Donald Duck pajama pants.
Yeah, so those episodes will live on.
In infamy.
Yeah, they really will.
Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, I guess that's it. 00.
Yeah. So we'll
everything.
We'll go check out Border Grill next. We've got to get more restaurants. I know we have some on our list we got to check out. And then so we'll have
I
more.
mean, if somebody could DM some good restaurants on our social media that
the Instagram
I don't check,
which
I'm supposed to. It is active, yes.
It's active, especially because I don't have an other Instagram account myself. So when I want to look at Instagram,
right.
I'm on that account.
Okay, so see, this happened to me, and I think I was drunk, and I was looking at a bunch of drag queens, and I started following a bunch of drag queens from Food Strip.
So same, I did the same thing. I think we follow all the drag queens on our Food Strip account. I think it's all we follow, and a couple of Vegas food.
I cannot
vloggers. It's mostly drag queens.
It is a lot of. So sorry about that, but I mean, you better walk that fucking duck, right?
You don't have to follow who we follow, but you should.
You definitely should.
You should follow everyone that we follow on our account,
please. But also DM, shout us a holler. Are there any restaurants?
I mean, Becky's really active on Instagram. Does she post
on hers? Yeah,
she does.
Yeah, so we should just let her run that.
Becky should run it.
Yeah, because I'm not good at that unless I'm intoxicated.
Awful at that.
So I probably should run it.
Even then, it's just drag queen stuff, so it's not really food related. We'll get Becky to do the Instagram social media.
I think so.
Do
we have to pay her?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. I'd pay her out of my money. That's also her money. So it's okay.
Great. Okay, so perfect. So I don't have to do a damn thing.
Don't worry, I'll pay her.
Okay, great. Perf. All right. So on that note,
yeah,
loved ya.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.